Are we ready? Are you ready? We gotta wake Jada up. She over here sleeping.
I'm not asleep.
You are sleeping. But now you up.
I'm wide awake.
All right, cool. We up now. We up. Okay. Are you guys ready for an awesome episode? I hope you are. Come on, we have to say hey to our audience. Hey y'all. Come on in. Give yourselves a hug. You are all right. If you are tuned in right now, I want to let you know that you are a super dope person. And my name is Tanisha. I'm here with the beautiful Jada, or Jada Boo. Say hey, Jada.
Hey y'all.
So Jada is one of my little sweet babies that I've met here. Now I won't say the most amazing person, but
yes,
one of the most amazing children here that I've met in Jacksonville. And I'm going to say children or child because Jada is 25 years old and she is absolutely amazing. Jada is a certified mental health counselor. She is also a certified life coach. Boom. And what else you do?
I am also in the process of getting my certification as a fitness coach.
Period. So Jada should have had her certification as a fitness coach because when I met her when I moved to Jacksonville, she came in, I started doing her lashes, and every time she came in, she was in some workout clothes. Now, mind you, I was sitting servicing clients all day, 12 hours a day, just gaining weight, not feeling attractive and just But when I seen Jada one day, I was just like, enough is enough. Where did you buy this body?
Never bought it.
She was like, the gym.
Literally.
The gym.
Just the
and
gym.
I was like, please help me.
His name is Jim.
His name is Jim.
His name is Jim.
His name was Jim. Jada, I said, can you please help me? Like, I've been an athlete my whole life. I just feel lost. Like, I'm not confident. Like, what do you suggest? And she was like, okay, baby, no problem. Listen, if you want to pay, then I'm gonna send you somewhere.
Right.
So thank you she referred me to my first trainer here in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. I was totally dedicated, waking up at 4 a.m., working out, shedding the pounds. And one thing I'll tell you to do, if you really want to take action, put your money where your mouth is. I paid up front for all my sessions. It was a lot of money. I went and look at me now. 60 pounds down.
Yes, ma'am.
But enough about me and my weight loss stuff. Thank you, Jada, for giving me that contact for the trainer.
Of course.
So how did you get into fitness? Because
just like you said, I've always been athletic. I ran track in high school. I could have did flag football, but that was around the same time as track, so I had to pick and choose. Mm-hmm. So I stuck with track, and I was also a cheerleader. So I was very active my entire life. I was supposed to run track in college, but I wasn't fully dedicated, so I just did fitness. My school built a gym, and ever since then I was in there 24/7 from sun up to sundown.
Looking
I was
good.
so small. I was so small. I was less than this. I'm 135 now. I was probably like a buck roughly at that. So I wanted to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
I just was like, I feel so small. I just felt so insecure. I was so little. And I still feel little. Nah, I'm trying to get thick.
Keep it thin and tight because I prayed. I was like, I can't wait to get thick. And when I got it, I was like, yeah, this ain't the life for me. My knees start hurting. I was like, yeah.
Well, yeah, see, my knees be cracking now, and I'm just like, I'm too young to be feeling this old. It's not working.
You know what? This is just years of just running and athleticism. So we have to be grateful that we got to do those things. Mm-hmm. But in our older age, you're 25, so you're getting up there, girl.
Yeah, almost, but not barely. Okay, I still got some time.
Don't do that. But yeah, like staying active and fit and healthy is just like the way to go. So
it's hard. It's hard. The dedication, you have to be mentally into it. If you're not mentally dedicated, you miss one day at the gym, that one day turn into 5 days. That 5 days turn into a month. Mm-hmm. And I'm currently on that roller coaster.
Do you ever feel like when you don't work out, you go through some type of depression or like emptiness?
I thought I was the only one.
No. I would literally skip the gym and then I'll think about it all day. Yes. And I'll just feel terrible about myself.
Today, I skipped the gym because I had so much on my plate to do, from like seeing clients to working to having to help my mom with certain things. It was just, gym was not in the cards for me. And I'm like, now I gotta get up early in the morning to go. I gotta make up a workout on top of doing another workout tomorrow.
You had to work on Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm. This ain't no national holiday.
I thought everybody be taking off. People go crazy about Valentine's Day. So
I have a ring on my finger, so I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Sorry.
My bad.
For y'all married couples.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. Valentine's Day is just a normal day. And me and my husband actually had a podcast episode prior to you, so y'all be getting double the Valentine's Day talk.
That's cute.
So how do you, since you're single, not married, how do you cope with being single on Valentine's Day?
It's just like any other day. I mean, Valentine's Day is just one day that most people decide to display their love and affection. But if you're in a committed relationship, you would have the love and the affection displayed throughout the year, not just one specific day.
I agree. I totally agree.
So just because if I want rose petals, flowers, and dress up in lingerie on February 14th, I can do that on February 15th. I can do that on February 13th.
You better talk that, dressing up in lingerie.
You know, I can do that on any other day of the week. It just doesn't have to be on this one day that everybody's like, oh, let me display my love and affection.
So you wasn't sad that you didn't get nothing?
No.
You lying.
You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I got flowers and a card and bears yesterday.
From who?
Moving on. Moving on.
Okay, great. I ain't gonna be in your business
Keep him a secret.
That, you know what? That's the way to live.
Yeah.
That's the way to keep your peace and your happiness.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you said
key.
that. Privacy is key. So as a mental health counselor, just to jump back to what you actually specialize in, and I think that is just super dope that you as a young woman are just servicing your community as a mental health counselor. Like, how awesome is that?
It's really fulfilling, believe it or not. I have a lot of clients who show their love and affection towards me for how I help them, how I challenge them to be better individuals on a day-to-day basis. It can get stressful because taking on their emotions and their feelings on a constant basis while also trying to work through my own issues in life, it can be very difficult. But once I hear those thank yous and those gratitude, it's amazing.
What got you into that? Like, why would you choose to?
It's a funny story. It's a really
tell me. I like.
It's a really funny story. I'm always been very compassionate and very empathetic towards people throughout life. But I never thought I would be in the psychology field. I went to school to do bio-nursing.
Bio-nursing?
Bio-nursing.
What they do?
Biology and nursing. It was like a dual program.
I don't understand that. I don't speak that.
I was supposed to do like nursing. I wanted to be a RN. That was my dream job, okay? I wanted to be a traveling nurse. But Jada couldn't pass biology, so I changed my major and I went to psychology because me and math and science, we just wasn't on the same page. Okay. So once I transferred over to psychology, I fell deliriously in love with it. I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah, I was just like, oh my God, the mind, the way it works, the way people think, what makes people tick, you know, what triggers certain people, why people think the way that they think, why people feel the way that they feel. So just being so fascinated by that, it had me like, oh yeah, this is it. Ooh. This is it. This is the one. I'm stuck here. I'm not going anywhere. And I passed with honors.
Teach me something.
Teach you what?
Teach me something about your field. Like, teach me something. I love this. Teach me something.
So, what is one of your triggers?
Being ignored.
Why is that?
Because, wow, that you just, I don't even think I want to learn nothing right now. I want to get triggered right now.
So those questions, that right there could be a trigger for a lot of people. Just questions in general. I hate a lot of questions. Well, why is it that you hate a lot of questions? What brought you to that point where you feel as though questions is such a big problem? How else do people gain answers? You gain clarity, you gain understanding through questions.
Well, I didn't know you had this little suaveness about you.
Okay.
I like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask me another question that I'm not going to answer. Come on. Let's go.
It's that you're not going to answer.
I may. Come on, hit me with it. Let's go.
Well, you still need to answer my last question.
Oh, I thought I did. Why does being ignored trigger me? I don't know.
Okay, so
I hate feeling ignored. I hate feeling that I'm not being acknowledged. And you know what? That's bad because I ignore people.
Double standard?
Yeah. Dang.
Something to think about. All right.
I'm a bad person.
It doesn't make you a bad person. Believe it or not, a lot of people contradict themselves. Certain things that we prefer that others not do to us, we will quickly do to someone else. And it's life. We're human. We make mistakes. It's understandable. However, once you take accountability and you understand that's not okay, fix it.
All right.
Moving on. Anywho.
Ask me something else. Ask me something nice.
Okay, so why did you want to start a podcast?
Well, that's a great question. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
I'll gladly answer that one. Let me just say this. Shout out to my mentor, David Shantz, because through his vision, he helped me see that I wanted to get my story out and I wanted other people to share their messages. That's great. So what got me into podcasting, I sit with clients all day. I guess I'm a unlicensed counselor of some sort because absolutely every single client that comes in and I build a relationship with them, I know their business. I know what they man do about the kids. I know your business. Absolutely. But it's something that is just, it's something that's service based. Like you gain a connection and a rapport with your service provider. Like you trust them. You trust me to help you look beautiful, to, give you advice while you're sitting there. I coach while I'm doing this. I give business tips and all that. So starting a podcast, I just felt like I can help other people get their messages out that maybe you can resonate with too. Because I hear some stories that come through the shop and I'd be like, yo, you need to talk to somebody.
Step into my office.
I got a client. She's a counselor. I'll just refer you here. Like things like that, I feel really help other people just to hear the why behind somebody's plight or their story or their journey. So starting a podcast is absolutely necessary for what I do because I help people. I assist people looking beautiful.
Yes. Shout out to Tanisha anyway. My lashes.
Period. And as a yoga instructor, I help people feel good on the inside. Like learn to actually love and heal themselves and just feel good all around holistically, just wellness, period. So what better thing to do? What better thing to do is just to share my voice and help other people get their message out. Like I love that. Just be well-rounded all the way around. Just, I love it. I see beauties in everything. Yes. The power of the tongue, the power of the mind, the power of the spirit in the body. Like, come on.
Okay. I'm preaching. Yes. Are you preaching?
I am. Oh, pastor's kid, right?
Yes, preacher.
Oh, okay. That's where I got that's where I got the energy from.
You're feeling it. You're feeling
it. I felt it. I was like, okay, I'm in the
Shout
pool
out to us PKs,
PKs. Couldn't have been me. But how was that? How was that being a preacher's kid?
Woo!
Like, wow. So I forgot all about that. That's the tough.
Yeah, we didn't have to bring that up, but it's okay. I'm not ashamed. Being a preacher's kid was tough. Like, I'll be honest, from my standpoint, I cannot speak for others, but from my standpoint, being a preacher's kid was very, very tough because it felt like I had to walk in the perfect light. Like, I couldn't go left, I couldn't go right, I couldn't go anywhere but straight. And it's like, and then I'm still a kid, I'm learning. Can I make mistakes? And if I did make a mistake, it felt like I was crucified. Like, oof, you finna nail me to the cross with the Lord. Like, Jesus, wait a minute. I'm not ready for this. But once I got older, I was able to have that conversation and be like, hey, listen, we gotta set some ground rules, some boundaries or something, because this is not how we're gonna live. Granted, I still rebelled, and my rebellion is what got me my way, but, because he got tired of, I gotta do it, because this ain't working. And me having a conversation with you early on, you felt like I'm a child, so I don't know nothing. You right, I may not know too much, but I know the way we live, it ain't gonna work. So either you gonna give me my way or you ain't gonna get your way. That's how we gonna operate at this moment.
Okay, Jada. Okay.
I'm screaming.
You still follow the rules. Cut it out.
Barely.
I heard that preacher's kids are the absolute worst.
Yeah, I snuck out. I rebelled. I got bold to the point where I'll go out the front door. Like, I was over that sneaking out the window.
Okay.
I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take this key and I'm going out the front. Like,
you a thug.
Oh, yeah, I was bold.
Oh, no.
Like, y'all pull in the yard, come get me type. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like, don't meet me down the street. No, come on, right here, front door. Just don't knock. You can meet me at the door. Just don't knock on the door.
That just seems like that just seems like
And
prison.
I just not thought nothing. Yeah, it was.
Girl, calm down. Why you balling up your fist? I ain't lock you up.
Ready to
I did not do anything to you.
Fight every day. But
so that must be a trigger of yours.
Yeah, no, it is. And that's something I'm still working on. I'm in spiritual counseling. Like they say, every counselor needs a counselor. Every therapist needs a therapist. I have one. Shout out to my bishop, Pastor Terry Hill.
Okay.
Thank you kindly, because he's helping me through. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine. I used to hate having to get up to go to church, like being mandated. If you in my grandma's house, you getting up. You're getting up. You're getting up early. You're gonna eat some grits or some oatmeal before you go out the door, but everybody going to church.
Oh, it was McDonald's or Crystal's for us.
What?
Mm-hmm. If I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, at least feed me what I want to eat.
No.
Yes.
You gotta eat breakfast before church, like a real breakfast. You're gonna be there all day.
Exactly. So get me some McDonald's breakfast, a McGriddle, give me a hot cake and sausage, or get me a scrambler from Crystal's.
Do you still eat like that, fitness trainer?
So again, I'm in the process of getting my certification as a fitness coach. Not fully there yet. All right. Don't judge.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm trying. I do my protein shakes. I do eat oatmeal every morning. I'll give myself that. Mm-hmm. At first, I was never a breakfast person, so I would work out on an empty stomach. But now I eat oatmeal. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I'll do that. I do eat after. Now, depending on what my meal is or what day it was in the gym, if it was leg day, I'm eating whatever I want. If it's like shoulders or arms, to where I didn't burn that many calories, I'll try to eat healthy. Like, I'll go get some hibachi shrimp and rice.
I guess
I won't smother it in sauce too much. But, I'll try to broccoli with it. Some asparagus. I'll try to do that.
All right, that's cool.
But if it's leg day, I'm going to 5 guys.
All right.
I got to put those calories back in.
Wait till 30 hit.
Yeah, see, I got years.
Play with it.
I have time.
Play with it. All right.
I have a little time.
Okay, miss a little time.
Just a little.
Okay, so enough of the funny jokes. Okay. I know that you work closely with children, right? So has any children ever stood out to you so much that you just couldn't stop thinking about them?
Yes, I have one now.
Really?
Currently, she's 9. I have taken her under my wing, very much so, simply because her living situation is very tough. Mom constantly bounced them around a lot. Currently, they're living in a hotel, so just trying to get them situated so that way they're stable. And she's 9. That's such a young age to experience all of this, and I've had her since she was 6.
Oh, so she's been with you. Wow.
She was one of my first clients.
How have you just grown a significant attachment to just her, this one specific child?
No, I have a bond with all of my clients. Literally all of them.
How do you separate that though, since you know their situation? Like, a 9-year-old is staying in a hotel bouncing around here. How do you separate the two? How do you leave her there and go home and go about your daily life?
By filling her head with words of affirmation, letting her know this is not the end of the road. You're only 9. This is not your life. This is not where you're gonna stay. So don't dwell on what you're living in. Focus on where you're headed. So I fill her with that, and when she has a smile on her face, I'm like, okay, I've done my job. You're not crying today. You're good. So we can move forward. So I also implement coping skills for her, social skills, things to help her cope with what she's dealing with, what she's going through. Even anxiety, she's triggered easily because you don't have any stability. So I help her with anxiety, keep her calm.
That's pretty cool, Jada. We're gonna put a pin in this really quick. All right. I know I always ask people who come on about their profession, and do they get attachments to kids? Are you looking to have kids anytime soon? Is that
I am
your
looking
vision?
to have kids. Yes, I want 3.
3? You specific?
Yeah, I want 3. I want
Okay.
2 boys and a girl.
Okay.
And I want it boy, girl, boy. Laura,
Okay.
listen to me now. Let's talk about it. So I want my boy first. But yeah, I do.
Why is the boy so important?
Because I'm a girl.
What that mean?
I know how we operate. Yeah. Coming from a mom with 2 girls. How was that?
It's the devil.
All right then. So therefore, I want my boy first.
But I mean, the little one, she climbs the walls and flips over counters, so it's kind of like having a boy, I guess, with the acrobatic side. You know,
Just with hair.
with hair. I have the most boyish little girliest person ever. She will wear a halter top and be like, want to fight? Like, no thanks. But that's cool. Like, I never see myself with more than one child. Mm-hmm. Not even one child. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be a mom, and I have 2 girls. So
Yes, I see myself being a mother, like I said, but I see myself being more of a boy mom versus. I throw her in there, like I was like, I want a girl. Of course, I want my own mini me, but I know how we get down. I don't know, and I know how I was growing up. So they say your kids are always 10 times worse than you were. So it's like, whoa, hold on now.
I got cool kids though. I got cool kids. I think
good.
they cool. Yeah, I like my kids.
Yeah, see, I was bad, so I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
My mama knocked me out plenty of times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We was really bad. Yeah, we was Tony kids.
All right.
We was them kids that's from down the street. Them kids from down the street. Like, yeah, that was us. So I'm sorry, Mom. Shout out to my beautiful mom, Tony, for putting up with all these little rowdy children. But dang, I just like this. Things like this just made me think back to my childhood. Like, do you really want 3 kids?
I mean, I don't know if my uterus will allow me to, but
God willing.
Yeah, God, rest assured, I want 1, but I want a boy.
All right. Well, anywho, this life coaching. Can you coach me through something right now? Give me some advice or tips on how to be less selfish with my time when it comes to people.
Well, let me just clarify, because some people kind of will get confused on counseling and coaching. So counseling deals more of the past and the present, and life coaching deals more of the present and the future.
Say it again.
All right. Counseling deals with more of the past and the present, and coaching deals with more of the present and the future. So I will coach you on how you can get to your next journey. I counsel you of what you've dealt with before.
Ooh, like, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You a magician in front of the mic. I feel it. I like it. Okay.
But you said coach you with
Coach
how
me
you
on
can
something. Coach me with something.
How you can manage your time, not be so selfish with your time.
You know what? Let me run that back. I am definitely not selfish with my time.
You're really not.
I'm definitely not.
I'm quick for a squeeze in. And you be going.
But you know what? I feel like I'm being selfish since because I set boundaries with my time now, with my schedule.
That's not selfish.
Okay. So, thank you for making me feel better.
Yeah, that's not selfish. You have to set boundaries
selfish
with your time. You have to.
So help me on this. How can I not feel so bad about setting boundaries for myself?
The more you do it. Like, I set boundaries for myself with my client. Don't call me after 5 o'clock. Like, we have a hotline for that. Mm-hmm. I am here with you from 8 to 5. And really, I'm here with you from 8 to 4. Jada clocks out at 4. Don't call me after 4, but I'll give you an hour. Mm-hmm. I give you till 5. But after 5 o'clock, I can't help you. Mm-hmm. I will look at the phone. I will turn it off. I have to protect myself. I have to deal with what I have to deal with for Jada from 5 until 8 o'clock the next morning. Mm-hmm. That's my me time. And I don't feel bad about it. Once I call you the next morning, whatever you were hysterical about at 5 o'clock, more than likely you don't calm down and you can talk to me rationally about it at 8 a.m.
But what if it's a case where somebody actually needs you and then they tell you about it at 8 a.m.?
At that point, it's out of if you really, really, that's what you have the fire department for. You have the non-crisis hotline. You have the police department. What can I do? What can I physically do besides help you to calm down? That's the only thing I can tell you to do. Okay, let's take our breathing exercises. Let's meditate, calm down. Talk to me rationally. What's wrong? That's the only thing I can do for you.
You guys practice breathing exercises?
Yeah.
meditation?
Yes. I have a client who's very like overwhelmed. Like she will call me hysterical. And let's count to 10. Deep breaths. Let's go. 1, 2, breathe in. 3, 4, all the way to 10. Okay, you're calm. Yes, you're calm. Okay, let's talk about it. What's wrong?
Ooh.
Yep.
Nothing.
No, well, I was upset because this, that, and the third. All right, why did that upset you to the point where you were this upset? Like, why did it get you to that point? There were steps between calm and that.
So do you take notes the whole time?
Sometimes I take mental notes, sometimes I take physical notes because I do have to do notes at the end of the day for those clients.
Well, me, myself, I feel like my job as a therapist, a service-based business and entrepreneur, I'm a coach in my own mind, in my own right. I used to carry a lot of that stuff home with me. I'll go home like, hey, babe, listen, guess what happened? Or such and such told me this, they seen this on the news and it just stuck with me all day. Like, how do you give me tips on how to separate that?
I learned to compartmentalize it. Believe it or not. Some of it is still a little difficult depending on the situation and depending on the severity of it. It's hard to separate the two. I do wear it from time to time, but I do have to understand their situation is not my situation. And their feelings are not my feelings. I can empathize with you, but I can't sympathize with you.
Ooh.
Like, I can only feel for you, but I can't feel it with you. So, you're taking it more aggressively than I would. Like, I see how detrimental it is to you. I see the feelings that it has for you. I see all of that. And it does make me like, dang, I wish I could do more for you. But I know I've given you all that I could. So because I know that I put my best foot forward to assist you and help you the best way I knew how, what can I do? I'm satisfied. I'm content.
You know what? I think you just helped me. I think you just really helped me with something. You didn't even know what you just did.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
Well, help you didn't even know what you just did, because I help people who are experiencing burnout find balance in their daily lives. But at the end of the day, I still need help finding balance with my own self. And you just asking me what triggered me, and you clearly that I'm not selfish with my time with customers and all that kind of stuff. But wow, I got a journal tonight. I got a journal. Dang, thank you, Jada.
Of course.
Thank you.
It's questions that I ask my clients on a day-to-day basis. Like, okay, how are you feeling 1 to 10? Like, I'll start that every day, every session. How are we feeling today? 1 to 10. Are we at a 5? Are we at a 2?
I hate numbers from 1 to 10.
Why is that?
Because this is like when you at the doctor. What's your pain level? It's from 1 to 10. It's hurting. I'm mad. I don't know.
I'm irritated.
Like, just tell me what to do. Like, get out my face.
So at that point, I'll allow that. Okay, so you're a 10. Let's talk about it.
You annoying.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a number on it for you. You're a 10. You're upset. You're pissed off. You're angry. You're agitated. You're irritated. You're all these. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Is it work? Is it him? Is it her? Is it them? Is it they? Who is it?
So in this line of work that you do you feel like you are a bruised flower? Because you know that was coming. The name of the podcast is Bruised Flowers Podcast. So yes, how do you feel like?
You've asked me this question before, and I feel like I've said yes. But I say yes now because we've all experienced things in our lives that has caused us to have scars, wounds, things that we didn't even know affected us still affects us once it surfaces. So yeah, I do consider myself a bruised flower. There are situations and experiences that I've gone through, as far as losing people close to me and not being able to do anything about it, not being there to do anything about it. Talking to clients, just also going through my everyday life. Bruised flowers, scars. And healing in the process. And it is just that, a process.
Oh, I like that. Say it again. Tell her, look right in the camera and say
it is just that, a process.
It is a process. It is a process.
It's nothing that will happen overnight. Don't think it'll take place in a week, a month, or a year. It's something that you will have to do every single day.
Well, there you go. You have it. Every day.
Every day.
Work towards that progress. Mm-hmm. I like that. Is that the last thing that you want to leave our audience with? You know what? No. You're a life coach. You're a certified life coach and a counselor. You help people with the past, the present, and the future. So leave our lovely listeners with a piece of advice that could really stick with them.
Well, I will leave you guys with this. Never let your fears decide your fate. And never let your past hinder your future.
One more time. Say it with your chest.
Never let your fears decide your fate. And never let your past hinder your future.
Yes. Snap the fingers. People will definitely let their fears
decide their fate.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? You are not.
You do not.
I am not.
You are not.
You will not.
You will not.
You will not.
You will not.
Repeat after us. You will not.
You will. No. I will
not. You got to say it in the mirror. I will not let my fears decide my fate.
And I will not let my past hinder my future.
Period. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
That's just angelic. We got to put a nice melody behind
flow
that.
Behind it.
We got to flow with that. You know what? This Sunday, I'm going to use that to start off class.
As you should.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I like that. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I ain't going to charge you for that. Free advertisement.
I'm going to charge you for that.
No, you on my podcast. I ain't going to charge you for that.
Still my slogan.
Well, guys, we are going to wrap this up and get out of here. Thank you, Jada, for stopping by. Thank you for sharing with us. She's 25 and she's living in her purpose and her passion.
Yes. I
hope you guys got some value out of this episode. We don't have anything to sell you, but if you want to share this video out with anybody, please do. Every Tuesday, we're here 6 p.m. for a weekly episode. You can check us out on Apple, Spotify, and on Stitcher, YouTube, all platforms. Leave us a review. We like 5 stars.
5.
Thank you. And we'll check you guys out next Tuesday. Bye.